ain't even know me. Yeah. Fall back so close, you ain't even know me. Trust my what is from way back when I know me. Stay in the yard, and then like they own me. Gotta stay select. Don't come out of me, better not go. Different lives, maybe I'm in the night. Keep checking, baby, on your feet. Who's on the road? Guys, that make no sense.
Yo, what is up, boys? Today is not motovlog day. This is a video that I've been wanting to film for quite a while because a lot of you are new to the channel and a lot of you, I've noticed, are watching the Miata videos. So I figured I would do a video telling you what all I've done and catch you up to speed because, you know, you don't want to just come into the middle of a build and see what part I'm replacing and not know what has fully been done. So today is going to be that video. I have a list in my backpack of all the things that was done before I bought it, the things that I've done, and the few little changes and upgrades that have been made to the motor. So I hope you guys are excited for this video. Join me as I tell you what has been done to my 1992 Mazda Miata. So obviously, I think the first place we should start is the obvious, the thing that sticks out the most: wheel and tire. What I have put on here are MST time attacks, and they're wrapped in Ultramax ASs. I'll be honest, I think these are the cheapest tires that I could get on custom offsets. I'll be 100% honest with you. I actually love these wheels. They rub quite a bit. Let me tell you, this fender, they need to be rolled. I have rubbed everything. I've rubbed so much that all these blinkers on every single side, the wires were dangling just a little bit, and it has ripped out the wires on every single side. If you come in close here, you can actually see where we have been slowly scraping all the way around this wheel. Now, I have been taking my hand and trying to bend it back, but if you listen to this, listen. It's very sharp. So I am gonna have to get some fender rollers eventually, but these wheels I think were the best choice I could get. It was either these or some white wheels, I believe, and everybody says to not get white wheels. So I decided to mix it up with the green. I think the bronze goes absolutely perfect. But that is what she is riding on. Let's move on. So now on to the front of the car. Now, there's been a couple changes made to the front of this car. Firstly, the thing that, yes, us NA owners pay a couple $1,000s more for, the pop-up headlights. Now, they are LED. I do believe that they are projector. I can't really tell because projectors usually come with a box, but they could be. They do look like it. So a lot of people were telling me, keep the halogens, keep the original stock look. No, they looked like piss. They looked like piss water. I don't like the dull, nasty yellow. Here's a picture of what they used to look like. I don't like that. I do like the all LED look. And if you want to come in closer, I do believe that they are Jeep Wrangler headlights. And you can kind of see they're like some dual stage and they got some things on the side. They do look very, very good. Now, the other thing up here that I'm still kind of on the fence about and I have been considering changing. So let me know your comments because I am open to change it and, you know, make some changes. So these blinkers, they are smoked. They're completely smoked out. Now, obviously, I've been liking the clear look, but this car is just kind of dark in nature, the darker green, the darker headlights, the dark interior. I've kind of wanted to go with that darker look. I like it, but the clears do kind of look really, really good. But so far, besides what's under the hood that we will get to in just a second, that's all that has been changed up here aesthetic-wise, just the front blinkers and the LED headlights. Moving on to the side of the car, a couple changes have been made on all four sides. We do have these upgraded marker lights. There's usually a bar in here that is either orange for the front and yellow for the back, but like I was mentioning earlier, the tires rub so much that these wires back here are toast. Another thing I'm on the fence about, couldn't find anything else. Please, Miata people, tell me if you found any better solutions. These mirrors. So they are F1 style mirrors and they did come off all the old Eagle Bay, and I like them, but I don't like them at the same time, if that makes sense. So I do have paint matched mirrors, but the driver's side mirror, how you adjust it, like it's like on a ball kind of mount, it's just wiggly and loose, and it falls. It won't stay up. If there's a way to fix that, please let me know, because I didn't hate the stock look, but this was the best that I could find that would fit these goofy, weird, universal mount, basically, kind of thing. So these mirrors, I like them, but I don't like them. You can kind of see they look kind of small. I know the car's kind of small. I don't know, still on the fence. If you want to look at the front, they are blue tinted, so I don't hate the blue tint, if you can tell. But now, the thing I have gotten by far the most requests for, the big old pop can in the back, the exhaust. Now, a couple little secrets about this old exhaust here. I do think it sounds very, very good. I've gotten thousands of comments on it and a lot of DMs, a lot of Miata forums hitting me up on what this exhaust was and how I ran it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you and transparent with me. Look at me in the eyes. I bought it on Amazon, okay? So it's nothing nice, nothing expensive. They don't sell it anymore, which does kind of suck. As you heard it in the startup clip in the beginning of this video, it sounds amazing. I could put some revving clips in here. I love this sound. It's not farty. It doesn't go. It's got a deep, good. You know what I'm saying? If this had the RX-7 motor in it, could you imagine what that would sound like? It's sitting here going. Oh my God, I would love it. This exhaust, a lot of fun. It was a hassle to put on. Let me tell you, if you want a backstory on how much of a pain in the behind this was. Yeah, it sucked. But this exhaust, I don't know what brand it is because it's some probably Chinesium brand from Amazon, but it just so happens to sound so good. Not too loud, not too quiet, good rumble, not too bad of a drone on the highway. Love this exhaust. Let's move on. So now probably on to the second most requested item. Now, a lot of Miata OG enthusiasts are gonna be very happy, and a lot of the performance community probably not gonna be so happy. So under the hood, we are rocking the stock 1.6 that came in this car. Now, you'll notice some things do look different and some upgrades have definitely been made. So starting with the most important one that was probably the biggest increase that I saw was this cooling system. So as you can tell, it is a brand new aluminum radiator because yes, the plastic one did do plastic one things and exploded on me. And this radiator has been an absolute godsend. I have sat in 90-degree heat, dead stop traffic for over 30 minutes and that needle doesn't move. I've driven the mountains up here really hard. Elevation, so the car's got to work a little bit harder. Nothing. This radiator has kept it, boom, under the medium line. She works phenomenally. Fans kick on when they have to. Great. Also with the cooling system, you may notice a lot of the hoses, a lot of them are hard to see, but a lot of the hoses have been replaced with upgraded ones because yes, she is 30 years old and they have started springing some leaks and some pinholes. So cooling system overall has gotten a huge upgrade and it's phenomenally, absolutely dialed. Kind of on with the cooling system thing. There is a brand new water pump in here. You can't really see that with the camera, but when we did recently, if you want to look at the sticker up on the firewall up there, we just did timing. I didn't have this car for about 1.5 years because I couldn't figure out what was going on, and my timing belt had totally decided to just leave the chat. So we took it into a mechanic and we got brand new timing belt, brand new pulleys, water pump, accessory belts, all of that stuff. So she is absolutely dialed. And you'll kind of notice there's a theme here. I haven't really upgraded the performance side just yet. I've been kind of refreshing it and bringing it back to life, if you will. So way back over here in the motor, there's a video on my channel replacing the cam angle sensor. So that is brand new. Also recently on my channel, we just did the air filter and what we were just showing a second ago, all brand new spark plugs, spark wires, and this ignition coil are brand new. So that is kind of everything that was underneath the hood. Like I said, the stock lovers are gonna love it. Yes, it's slow. Performance mods are coming. I just kind of wanted to get everything dialed. I know it still leaks oil. Trying to figure that out. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to just bring everything up to par and, you know, take care of the problems as they come. So before we move on to the interior, one more thing that you can't really see, the clutch has been completely overhauled and changed very recently. It was not done by me. It was done by the previous owner. So let's hope that that's the truth. But as you can kind of see up on the wall over here, all the clutch stuff does look brand new, steel braided cable, all that stuff. So yes, the clutch has been replaced and it feels very good. This car is very easy to drive. Clutch feels phenomenal. So now let's move on to the interior. All right, there have been some major changes in here. So first, starting with the doors, as you will see, there's supposed to be armrests right here, and there is not, I took them away because they were very gross. They kept scratching my arm. They were cracked from the sun. They were not in very good condition. So that's this. I do need new door cards. These door cards are pieces of junk. I wish NA Miata would send me some door cards, but they don't love me. Now you'll notice also right here are just some pull straps. Makes life so much easier. Just pull the door by this, and it's actually stronger than you would think. They did come off Etsy. They are 3D printed. You can see here's like the top cover cap to cover this screw in here. They've actually been very great, and I'm very happy with them. Just makes it easy. Hop in, you pull this loop, and the door closes. I did not personally do this, but one of the previous owners did add Roxford Fosgate door speakers, which have been a very, very welcomed upgrade. You know, thing that the top is down most of the time and you can't hear the tiny little store speakers. So these Roxford Fosgates are loud. They sound very good. And I can actually hear my music at highway speeds with the top down and the exhaust. It is quiet, but I can hear it. Now, moving on to probably the next most obvious thing. This big girl right here. I did this in kind of increments. This is a true JDM wheel hub from Japan. It's, I believe it's called a Dai-K, and it was the one that would allow me, it comes with the airbag switch, so my airbag light isn't blinking on me. It's a resistor basically, and it makes the airbag, it convinces the car that the airbag is on. On to the next thing, the quick release. Now, yes, it is an NRG quick release, but it was the one that could be here the fastest from Amazon. It actually had great reviews. I know NRG has, you know, kinda, but so far it's been very good to me. Comes off, clicks on just as easy. Now mine, if you notice right there, doesn't ding. Everybody else's dings. Mine doesn't ding. NRG. Why the hell doesn't mine ding? I saw somebody with this exact same wheel. Why doesn't mine ding? Watch. I paid for a ding. Why didn't I get the ding? Anyway, so that is the hub and the quick release. And on that quick release is a real, yes, it is real. It is not fake, I promise. I have the box, I have all the codes, I have all that stuff. A Momo steering wheel. Now it is a deep dish. If you could probably tell from the side, it is a very, very deep wheel. I am in the market for another wheel because this one's been used since the beginning and you can kind of see some cracking and it's been used. I love this wheel. This wheel is absolutely amazing. Shout out to Momo. They didn't do anything, but I do love their wheels. Okay. Well, that's a big ass butt. Oh, look at this huge jumping spider. Oh, look at him. Oh, he just jumped.
Oh, he ran.
He just jumped. Guys, quick interruption to the video. Look at this huge jumping spider. Look at that. He's cool looking. He was in my door. All right, back to the video. So now on to something that I touch all the time. Pause. The shift knob. Now this one is very heavy. I've demonstrated it in other videos. This old girl, she's heavy. I do like this shift knob. It makes shifts feel really good. It's still a stock shifter. I am probably gonna possibly throw a short shifter in here, but this shifter gives me good feel, feels phenomenally. Underneath the shifter is this aftermarket Alcantara boot. I like this boot. I just don't really like leather. Yes, it's dirty. The top's down all the time. Give me a freaking break, okay? So now, if you can see, this center console is aftermarket. The other one was also in very bad shape. It was filled with like a disgusting hand rag. It was gross. So this one is from NA Miata. I personally think it's way more expensive than it should be. This thing is like $450, $500. For what? Why? But I like the center console. It's been good to me. The only complaint I do have about the center console is my gas lever back here. You can't pull it. I have to move this console out of the way and pull up on this, and it's actually a huge nightmare every time I try to get gas. I am gonna take this out and Dremel that and cut that, but for $500, I mean, no. And then if you notice right here, a screw decided to come through the top of this center console. This center console was a frickin' nightmare. Would I buy it again? No, probably not. I'll be honest, probably not. It looks good, I like it. It gives me two really good cup holders, but for $500, I have to modify it myself. It doesn't fit good, and a screw came through the top of it. Anyway, moving on to more positive things. If you will notice, this was not done by me, but it has been a very welcomed upgrade. This head unit right here. Let me turn it on for you. Now, I know it's gonna be very hard to see. So as you can see, it loaded right up. It is wireless CarPlay. She's phenomenal, very quick. Look at Google Maps. Boom. Wanna go back to home? Bang. Boom. No, I don't use Pandora. Shut up. Quit roasting me. And maps, messages, everything like this. It is a very nice head unit. Usually I have it in this mode where I can have my music here and my maps right here. And when I go somewhere on Google Maps, this will tell me step-by-step directions, talk to me through the speakers. I can respond to text messages on here. And then if you go back to the actual head unit itself, it's just basically like an Android tablet, completely customizable. You can set up tire pressure monitoring system. You can have OBD. Of course, this car doesn't have OBD2, it's OBD1. Google Play Store. I mean, I've watched YouTube videos on here. This head unit has actually been a very, very, very welcomed upgrade. And it's one of, if not my favorite part of the interior of this car. Now, onto the same kind of realm as electronics. This one's gonna be very, very hard to show. But this mirror up here is actually a touch screen. Now, normally it's supposed to have a backup camera, but my backup camera broke for some reason, so I gotta figure that out. Backup camera, dash cam tells me by speedometer which way I'm headed. This thing has been actually freaking awesome. You got all these settings in here. I can change the brightness. I think it's all the way up. It is. So you can change all the anti-flicker, the speed unit, speed compensation. This head unit has been freaking rad. And it's a super easy install. Yeah, the wiring doesn't look very good, but it just goes over your old mirror, and that's why it keeps sagging and I keep having to fix it. But it records. The front camera is over here somewhere. Front camera is right back here. You can see my hand, possibly. And the backup camera is on my license plate. One more thing that I did, probably the last piece of the interior that we put, is these interior lights. Yes, they came off. Yes, the wiring looks like dog pee pee poo poo. They're coming out. I'm gonna redo it. I just don't like it. I was in a rush to install them, as you can see. I mean, this is part of it. This is part of it. It just looks like dog crap, and I hate it. So that is definitely gonna be changed. It doesn't really count, but if you look here behind us, from Walmart, I picked up one of them $10 little center console things. It fits perfectly right here on the shelf. Velcroed it down. It's solid as a rock. Hasn't gone anywhere. And these give you huge cup holders because us Americans have enormous, enormous, enormous drinks. It fits, I mean, look, it fits a fuzzy die in one of the cup holders. Having this behind your head, phenomenal. I love this little piece. So I guess it's kind of something that I did. And then it Velcros, so it just comes right off. And it's been super great. I think that might be it on the interior. So yes, you probably guessed it. In typical Dylan fashion, we forgot to film an outro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of catching you up to speed on the Miata. Shout out to Josh Libra for being my cameraman. It actually made it look really good and really kind of professional. I know me and professional don't really go together in the same universe, but it made it kind of look a lot better than if I were to just have it on a tripod. So shout out to him. Also, real quick before I go, let me know any other mods that you want to see me do to the Miata. I'm always open, and I'm always open to ideas and videos. So let me know by putting them in the comments below. And if you made it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And as always, you already know the drill. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. And I will see you in the next one. Later.